welcome back to my channel. I'm Fatterella, and as I said in my last video, I'm going to be talking about all the jobs that I've had, the experience, the pay, the orientation, the interviews, and yada yada yada. So the next job that I'm going to talk about, I talked about Walmart last time. The next job I'm going to talk about is Publix. So I worked at Publix twice, I believe. So let's get into it. The interview. I feel like Publix was probably the harder ones as far as like interview process. Not interview process, but getting the interview and getting the job. When I first went for Publix, I didn't get it the first time that I interviewed for it. But the second time I did, but only because I knew somebody who worked there. I'm sorry, y'all. We together. It's because I knew somebody who worked there. So I would say it might be a little harder. It depends. It really honestly depends on, you know, situation. I feel like with Publix, because with both times that I worked at Publix, it was kind of hard for me to get it. The second time was a little bit easier, but I don't know, child. Maybe it's just me. So I'm not going to discourage you and say, oh, it's so hard to get a job Publix. No, child. It was just harder for myself. But the interview process, it's similar to every other job. They ask you questions, you answer the questions, go on to Glassdoor, you guys. Glassdoor will help you with everything. So you answer their questions as best as you can, and if they hire you, it's going to orientation. Orientation, the first thing that we went to was at a Publix warehouse. So we went to the Publix warehouse. That I believe is the most interaction I've had in orientation. There is probably going to be a lot of you guys, and they're going to do exercises that you have to work with the person or the people, like, group around you. So if you're like a shyer type and you don't like those, you know, interactive orientations, do not apply for Publix. Because it's going to be a big room with you guys in it, and they're going to do some exercises and like situations where you have to talk in front of a lot of people. So if you are scary like me, yeah, stay away from it. But it was pretty cool. That was, I believe, a day. I believe it was a day, and then we went to the Publix that we were working for and did like some things on the computer in the back room. But their orientation isn't really, you know, that much or that long. And then you go to training in your respective area. As I said, I'm a cashier through and through, so I would go to the front and get trained with a person. The training is pretty cool, pretty simple. As I said, for Walmart, it's the same for everywhere, where if somebody don't want to train you, they're gonna be a little rude, or, you know, they're gonna do basic things and not really give you in detail. But hopefully you do get a trainer who wants to train you, and it's cool. It's simple, easy. It's really simple and easy. The pay, they pay really great, and they also give you opportunities to get into public stock, and they're just a job that really cares about their employees. I can thoroughly admit that, unless you just work at a shitty Publix. They really care about their employees. They really want to help further you. So their pay is great. First time I worked at Publix, I made like $12. The second time I made around the same. So yeah, their pay is pretty cool. Job experience, I would say it's not like Walmart at all. It's pretty boring for somebody who likes, you know, to see things happening. And if you just like to work and scan and go, cool. It's a pretty quiet store. Nothing really eventful really be happening there, but you just work and you go home, child. it's not that bad if you like slow paced, you know, kind of things. It can be fast paced if it's like around the time that people are getting off work and, you know, got to go home and cook for their kids and stuff. But it's pretty quiet for the most part. The job rating, so I give it a 5 out of 5, because if you just run down everything from the interview, orientation, the pay, the job experience, training, everything is really cool. You know what I mean? Like, everything is really simple. Everything is really laid out for you. I would recommend you work there, especially if you are a teenager. That is the one job that I say, if you're 16 and older, that you should work for, because they really care about the kids there, and they the pay is decent, especially if you're in high school, or if you're in college, or if you're an adult. Like, they pay really good. The hours are really good. They always make sure you have hours. And the subs are great. You have opportunities to get free things. Sometimes if customers like say that you did a good job, you can make friends, child. Like, it's just a cool store. It's cool, it's quiet, and they pay good. So I recommend you work there. Thank you for watching. The next job I'm going to talk about is when I worked for JCPenney. So come back and watch that video. Love you guys. Have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, and welcome to the job series.